Alrighty, here we are, week 5 with our broiler chicks. And if you've been following us over at www.homegrownfarming.com, we've had a couple of stories just kind of updating the progress as we go along. And this is week 5 for these chicks, exactly week 5, and today. And we just moved them out into their portable pen. And this pen will move from this location to that location to that location to that location on down and around the perimeter of our property about every other day. We don't have a whole lot of chickens in this area, and we don't have a whole lot of land, so we've got to be kind of conservative with how much we move them. But at least every other day we'll have a fresh patch of ground for them to lay on, forage around, do whatever. It's really cold this morning, and if you see these guys kind of huddled up along the side there, it's because they want to be the first one in the sun, and they're loving the sun right now, keeping them warm. And plus, being just moved out here, they're just getting kind of acclimated to being just right out in the open. Whereas in their brooder, they could go inside and it was nice and toasty in there, and here the last couple of weeks we've kept a small bulb on for them, but not their normal heat light, but just enough to give a little bit of heat in there for these 20 and 30 degree nights we'll be getting. For the next week or so though, we should only be getting down into the 40s, so they should be able to get through that without any problem, being feathered out the way they are. But anyway, I just want to give a rundown on our pen that we have here, and a little bit more in-depth kind of review of it. Built all of this out of material I got from Lowe's, and the frame of it is built out of 1 1/4 PVC pipe. I just bought like 15 10-foot pieces, I believe, and I had to be a little creative. There's plans like this all over the internet, and I had to be a little creative on the corners because a lot of them call for a Y fitting, and I couldn't find anything but like T's and crosses. But basically I made it work by getting a T and then actually having another end piece just off the T that I connected an elbow to, and I did that on both ends. And so that's how I did my corners on there. So it's a little different than some of the plans. It's about 10 feet long, a little over 10 feet long by about 8.5 feet wide, and I wanted to do 8 feet because then I could actually cut that 2 feet off of the 10-foot pole pipe and use that for my support pieces there on the frame. And I built a little roost in there for them. I think it may be too tall for them though. You can see it running along the middle there. The other 2 pieces there, they'll probably actually use more than the actual roost, these here. But the one that I have back here, I believe is going to be a little tall. You can see they're actually underneath it. So I'm probably going to have to cut that down or redo it somehow. We'll see, we'll watch. This is their first day out here, so we'll see kind of what they do. I just put a tarp over the back half. I've got about a 1-foot rise on the roof there, and it gives plenty of angle for the water and stuff to run off. It gives them some shelter from the rain. I think I got a 9-foot by 12-foot tarp, and so it gives a little bit of overhang on the sides too, to give them some protection from the wind and the rain if it's driving in this way. And also too, during the summertime, this is the direction this thing's always going to probably be facing, so we put a little bit more tarp down on this side just to protect from the sun, because that sun is blazing in the summertime here. We're in central Texas, so it gets pretty hot. And this may not be the only one of these we build. This may be something that we take and we scrap later, but for right now, just kind of looking at some plans online and come up with the best alternative that would work for us in my head. This is what the end result is. The door that we have here gives me easy access to their food and water. Just lift that up, and the door frame itself is 1-inch pipe, and like I said, the whole frame of the entire pen is 1 1/4. So I took some 1 1/4 pieces here, and I actually super glued them and tie wrapped them to what was there for the frame. And I have a piece here and a piece there. And then the 1 1/4 pipe actually fits perfectly inside. The 1-inch pipe actually fits perfectly inside that 1 1/4, which then gives me my hinge right there. So we'll see how this works. The netting is just plastic chicken wire, cheap, but this is more to protect the these chicks from the other birds than it is to keep them from getting out or keeping things from getting in. We just wanted a barrier for them. The other chickens that we have will definitely peck at these guys mercilessly, so they will not leave them alone. So we had to kind of do something to keep them separated and still allow them to be outdoors and enjoy doing what chickens do. So you can visit us at www.homegrownfarm